So today we are headed to West Palm Beach. I received a custom-made suit from a Father's Day sale from a company called INDOCHINO, which was made to order. You can customize absolutely everything. You can see I had to do an inside lining of silk sugar skulls. I had my name embroidered. The buttons and the accent colors were completely customizable, as well as were the pants. But unfortunately, the reason why we're headed to West Palm Beach is because it did not fit. Although Julie and I did a very good job of measuring. We watched a video. There was a video that was on their website. And so what we decided to do was pick the closest location. And unfortunately, Orlando doesn't have one. So we're headed south today to have a final fit with an actual tailor from this company. And they will customize it further. You can see that while the sleeves, they got excellent, the shoulders, they got excellent, the lapels are great. I told you about the buttons. Again, it can be unbuttoned, and I had a dark gray because I love gray. And we got to choose the pockets on the inside. It was a completely made to order. I am a 42 regular. And I have been since I was about, 20 years old, I guess, when I started purchasing off-the-rack suits. This one's the first one that I've ever had that was made to measure. I think we just shouldn't have measured ourselves. So it was an unstructured jacket, so I can wear it casual or with the pants with a complete suit look. But the length, you can see the length on this jacket, and the buttons are completely off place. So the shoulders and the arms we got right. I got double tails on the back. I actually had angled pockets. I wanted it to set off from just a regular looking suit, if you will. But again, there's some things they're going to have to correct. The pants, we measured it, and I know what size of suit pant that I am. And this is about 3 inches, probably 3 inches too big. And it's a single button that also wraps around the side. And then the length. We measured length. I know what length I am. We wanted a 0 break for those of you who know about suits. And we have over a full break, and I don't even have business shoes on. If I had dress shoes on, it would be even more pronounced. So the pockets were great in the back, and the pockets on the sides are correct. So just not really sure where we might have messed up the number, or they misunderstood when we submitted it. But 6 foot and 180 pounds and a 42 regular, I can buy an off-the-rack suit. But this one, I don't know. I just wanted something special, and I love the color. The color, again, is individual. Everything about the suit is individual. And some things look good and some things don't, clearly. So this is going to take an hour, supposedly. I don't know if they're going to restructure or if they're going to make a completely new suit. But let's go, and we'll find out.
All right, let's go. It's 10 o'clock and we're leaving. It's supposed to be an hour and 45-minute drive. So
I've got an appointment at noon. It is stormy and rainy here. I'm not sure what it's going to be like headed south, but we are due south to West Palm Beach. Let's go.
The labber's in the back crying because she wants to be in my lap, but since we're going to be on the highway, she has to wear her seatbelt. So let's go.
For, cause you might just get it. I wanted your love, now I regret it. You come over someone and now she's staying late and sneaking out, oh baby. I know you crazy. Oh, you say all I do is play games, but I don't wanna play games with you. You'll be fine. Find someone who's gonna love you more than I can. Girl, in time, when you think of us, you will cry. Baby, I love and try. Tell me you won't love again. I just can't fake it, can't pretend.
And just like that, 27 minutes later, we're doing a full remake. We'll talk about that when we get out to the truck. So let's go.
But I tried. I know in time we'll be fine. I don't know what you
Yourself a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I told them it was very quick. You know it was very quick. It was like 27 minutes. We did a couple of things. So he had me try on a standard suit, like if we would have ordered it through Nordstrom instead of ordering it online. And the measurements were so bad. He said, "Are you sure you didn't murder this person and take their identity?" I said, "No,
I did
exactly
it. We followed the videos."
He said, "I have no idea how this got like inputted
they
the
got-
way that it was inputted." 'Cause
What we
these
sent them
numbers-
was someone else's information, like they got it mixed
I
up.
don't know. I was like, did they like transpose the numbers? Did it not come through? He said, "I really don't know. They're doing a full remake. They're not just going to alter the suit.
Really?
It is that bad. That bad. It's that far off of my measurements."
Well, I feel bad. I was the one with the
No,
tape
no.
measure.
It was really nice to put on a standard suit, and then he's like, "Okay, let's."
Do you
tailor
think
it
maybe
this
they
way,
got
that
inches
way."
and centimeters mixed up?
That's what I wonder, because he was giving it all in centimeters when he had a girl behind him, and he was like,
Oh.
-1.5 centimeters. Take this up 1 centimeter. Take this down 3. And
You actually did put your suit on, right?
Yeah, and they laughed at me. He's like, "This is a zoot suit. What did you order this for? Are you like in some play? Is this a costume?" I was like, "I wish it was that easy." But
Yeah, maybe.
no, his name's Zach. He gave me his card, and he said, "I think it's going to be perfect, but if it's not," he said, "I hate that you guys had to drive down from Melbourne."
Does he
But,
know where Melbourne is? Let me see.
Oh yeah, of course. Madison was the little girl that was actually doing all the writing down on the computer.
my God.
And I'll say this: they were so fast. I already have an email.
I can't believe
from
you're out
Indochino
already.
that says we're on it. We're doing your remake right now. Here's the disappointing thing, guys. Julie's going to be heartbroken. They're out of the sugar skulls, the lining.
Can't they reuse what you had?
No.
What?
So
What kind of an interior are you gonna get?
it was called like bright floral yellow blue, and he's like, "This will look great on the inside." And I was like, "Okay."
All right, Zach. I'm
But
trusting you.
he said they will order it again. I said, "Well, if this fits perfect, I'm going to be ordering a suit in gray." And I said, "I want the sugar skulls. I don't care how long it takes for it to get back in." And he said, "That's fine."
So they will get more sugar skulls.
He also said these measurements are good for the dress shirts. You remember I told you I wanted to ask that too. So, yeah. That was a very quick, very easy, painless.
sounds
They apologized.
wonderful.
I had to drive so far. I was like, "This was the closest location to us," and I said, "It's okay. I wanted it right."
I'm gonna turn the camera around. I will accept some responsibility for maybe the fact that the measurements weren't perfect because I was the one with
No.
the tape measure. We were using my tape measure that I use when I crochet dolls and stuff. But
Already got an email.
told me we were doing inches, and I was giving you all the measurements in inches. But that suit turned out so too big on
He
you.
said the length is goofy. He said the length should be 29.5. And he said he looked over at what was on the
Did
iPad.
he pull up the measurements
Yeah, he
that we
pulled up
sent
the
them?
measurements.
Yeah.
And he looked over at the iPad and he's like, "Why does it say it's 34? He's like, "That's crazy." Because he goes down to like the seat of the pant, like at the bottom of the crotch
We
level where the
watched
zipper
every
is.
video and then measured
But-
you the same way the video said to measure you.
Here's what I will say: like he did it expertly. Like
Well,
we
here's
were
what he does
going
for a
in
living.
half centimeters. He's like, "Nope, I love the sleeve length, but we're going to lengthen it by 1 centimeter because your watch." He's like, "Do you wear cufflinks?" I said, "No." "All right, we're taking this in." He's like, "Do you want it to be slim or tailored?" And I said, "I don't want slim or skinny." I said, "Tailored is what I want." So we took in everything, like even how nice the shoulders were. He's like, "I think we can take a 0.5 centimeter off this," and we redid the pants. And he's like, "I want the bottom around your calf to be a little bit tighter than the thigh." And
Yeah.
it was great. It was really great, really
I'm
quick.
sorry. I mean, this was our
No,
first-
I'm glad we did. I wish we had driven down here the first time over Father's Day to do this, but that's okay. We know now. I can order shirts. He said even if we need tweaks and we want to do the drive, when I get it in, he said it'll be 2 weeks, to come back and see them. They'll steam it for me as well. And he said otherwise, because I told Julie the one reason I ordered this was because it is a crushable suit. He said even if you didn't come back to us, don't take it to a dry cleaner. He said just close the door, put the shower on hot for 20 minutes, and he said all the wrinkles will fall out of this with the material that you got in this. I was like, that's awesome. That's what I want.
sorry I screwed it up so bad. I really thought
Don't
I was
apologize.
measuring
I think
it right.
we both, like you said, maybe it was centimeters. It is a European brand. Again, if we didn't want to drive to Tampa or Miami, and Tampa is just a Nordstrom as well, Indochino does have a storefront that is in Charlotte and is in Miami. But Charlotte was booked out when we went in that week. There were no bookings available.
I'm from Charlotte,
so we passed that store in South End. Yeah.
I don't remember where it is in Charlotte.
I think
is it South End?
I think it was put in the mall in South End. I first thought it was on where we used to live, but it's not. But I think it's in the mall. South Park. I said South End.
Just right, you threw me off. We used to live in South End.
That's Bonobos. That's in South End, South Park.
I'm so sad about the sugar skulls, but you know I love flowers.
I'm going to get it. I promise you. If this comes back great, I'm getting a gray
yellow
one.
and orange, and then like a bright popping blue is like so
he said,
Florida. I'm excited to
I know. And I said, none of these linings are exciting to me. I said, I guess
Did
this
you have
one.
multiple options you got to see?
Yeah, but
were the rest
so
of them
like basic old man colors, gray, black, even a white, and I'm thinking, no, not on this color blue.
Oh, solid colors.
But then we got into some patterns, and some look like paint splatter, but it was just lighter color of blue, and I was like, no, I want some color if I open up the jacket, So then we get down to I think it's called Go On Flamingo, and there were 2 different patterns, but again, they were just different colors of blue, and I was like, I want color, and so the only one was called Blue on Yellow Pop or something like that, and I could only see a swatch that was like 1 inch by 1 inch on the iPad, and I was like, this looks like polka dots, but it looks like fun polka dots. He said, well, when you blow it up, it's actual small flowers that's yellow with like blue petals with a yellow center. Mm-hmm. He's like, I think that would look really good on that color blue, and I said, let's do that, and that's the most exciting. Yeah. But we will be ordering more.
When did he say you'll get it?
2 weeks. Like I said, I already got the email.
It'll be at our house in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll just continue this video.
The only thing that I had to take with me was the suit bag. He said when you do a reorder, they don't give you a suit bag. He said, I'm glad you mentioned that. And so everything else, I didn't come out with a box. They're going to destroy all of that. I don't know what they do with the suit, but they will not use any. It's 100% new customizable.
Would they have done that if we had taken the measurements and it turned out it fit you a little bit better?
So
would they have trashed the whole suit?
What he told me is he said if you had come in and it was only 1 centimeter here or 1 inch there, he said no, we would have taken it and we would have sent it out to be altered here in West Palm Beach, and then you would have come back and we would have made sure you were happy before you left.
Come all the way back down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, and that's when he said, did you drive very far? And I was like, well,
hour and 45 minutes.
I said, we drove a little over an hour. I said a little over an hour. I was like, we're in Melbourne. He's like, oh no, really? I said, but it's okay. Like, we wanted it done right. And so anyway, but he did say, he's like, did you kill somebody and steal their identity? Is that right? Because he said, this is just so far off. It's crazy.
Responsible because
He said,
I have never measured.
Yeah.
The only thing I've ever measured in my life were little arts and crafts and wounds.
He said the seat's huge. He's like, I'm going to have to take the seat in by 2 inches. And I was like, that's okay, but we've got it. And,
Baby Indochino is not for the first time amateur. If you have been measured for suits.
It seems so specific.
Have you ever been measured for a suit before?
Yes, and I was so close to off the rack to a 42 regular. It wasn't worth the price. But this was their luxury suit that was supposed to be $900. And I know that there's people saying that's way too much, and there's people saying that's cheap for a suit. But it was made to order, good quality, and we got it for less than half of that on the Father's Day sale. So I thought, let's start with one, because they do a regular, they do a premium, and they do a luxury. And so I was like, let's start with one. Because Julie knows we're trying to do an overhaul to, be able to travel with dress wear if I need it. And so we want it to be, as easy
We're working
as
towards that digital nomad life.
And and
getting you professional
2 suits. I only need 2 and 2 shirts.
Suits that can withstand much traveling and be ready to go quickly.
Yeah. He even took the lapel in by a centimeter on the back of my neck where no one's going to see it or pay attention. No, but it's just like the detail, like that was amazing. That
Indochino is not for you if you have no experience with measuring.
Please go to a tailor.
At least go to a tailor and get them to assist you through the measurement process, because I feel like if you took your laptop in and set it up in front of a tailor and said, measure me for this suit, I'm not buying a suit from you, but I will pay you to get my measurements right, then you have the measurements. You can actually take them throughout the rest of your life to wherever else you go, and you can put them.
The two closest, the shoulders were perfect, the sleeve length was off
I got something right.
by a centimeter, and the thigh, the measurement of the thigh was perfect. But everything else was like, this is crazy. How is this so far off? Like, he's like, how did they get the shoulders and sleeve right? But the jacket is so much longer. He's like, somebody should have looked at this and thought, there's no way that the length is right. They should have never made this if they looked at the sleeve length and the shoulder and then looked at the length of the jacket.
But it was me. I was the one that measured you.
No, stop. Like you
said.
How
did I get that wrong? Because you told me where you wanted it to hit. We did everything
twice. I know.
We did. He's right. We measured every single thing 2 times.
Maybe it was in inches instead of centimeters. You know, you're talking about...
centimeters instead of inches?
Wait, that would have made it shorter if it was centimeters. Yeah, maybe it was...
I don't know.
Either way.
But my tape measure had both. I could have done both.
But yes, please
go to a professional.
Go to... if we'd have been in Charlotte, we would have been over there in Charlotte. They would have measured me.
Please go to somebody who knows a little... The only thing I've ever measured.
You even have a tailor measure. Like, it's not even a tape measure. Like, you have a tailor's tape. Like, that's what you have.
I do. For crafting. I've only ever used it for my little crochet dolls. And
it's funny. It's okay. It's done. We had a nice little drive all over the rain for like 30 miles. Was nuts. No. Completely free, by the way, guys. They're trashing this suit, and there wasn't a single penny that was charged, even though we got it wrong. There was not a single penny charged.
I hate that suit's getting wasted. Like,
I know. I wish someone could.
Some Abraham Lincoln dude out there who needs a suit. Right? Because it was so long on you.
I know. I literally put that jacket on. He's like,
I wonder if it would have
What is this?
Shannon, I wonder if it would have fit Jake.
I don't know. He immediately said, this is going to have to be a complete remake. It's like, this is going to take hours, and it did. It took 27 minutes.
What a waste.
But they had already pulled up my account. I didn't even say who I was. The little girl come up and she goes, so would you like to try the suit on first, or would you like us to measure us? And I'm going, how did you know this was me?
Wait, they did your full measurements all over again?
Yeah, and she said, you're Michael,
I feel like it took us like an hour.
I know. I was like, yeah, I'm Michael. I said, I can try it on if that would help everyone else out. She said, yeah, let's try it on first.
And they laughed at you?
Yeah. He's like, this is going to have to be a complete remake. We can't alter this. I was like, I kind of thought so too. It doesn't matter. It's over with. It's good. It was a nice little Thursday afternoon. And now everything's already updated on my account online.
It was the best looking suit I've ever seen you put on, and it looked the worst on you of any suit you've ever had.
That's true too. Like, I could have bought off the rack and it would have looked better, but now, anyway, it doesn't matter. Now we're
this has been a great experience so far. I can't wait to see what they give you.
Me too. And he told me, he said, when you order a shirt, order only one. Because he said, usually with a shirt, they're not going to tailor it. They're not going to alter it. They would just tell you to send it back to them and we'll add whatever. But he said, yeah, start with that. So I thought, okay. Because they're having a sale on shirts right now.
Deleted all the measurements from your...
They deleted all of the measurements, kept all of the specifics, like the little color and the buttons and the name on the inside.
But they deleted all the measurements I took.
But they redid all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said it would be immediate, and he's right. As soon as I walked out of the store, I already had an email saying, hey, we're working on your order. Everything, your profile's been updated, and
yay.
It's awesome.
Well, we will pick this video up again when we get the suit in the mail.
Definitely, as a company, they're worth working with so far.
Yep.
So it's great.
Awesome. See you guys in 2 weeks.
So it has been 2 weeks and 1 day since Julie and I left West Palm Beach to get refitted for this made-to-measure suit. INDOCHINO actually did a complete remake. We did have to change the lining. That's the only thing we changed outside of the sizing. So we're going to unbox this for you, show you what we have. The only thing they did tell me... It's like
a big pizza box.
I know. The only thing they did tell me is that we don't get a suit bag with this one. So I did keep the suit bag. But everything else should be the same except for the lining here. You can see...
Oh, I miss your sugar skulls.
I know, we don't. They were out of the sugar skulls, so we did.
So what is this? This is a cool looking design, though.
This was
reminds me of tiles in like Mexico.
Blue yellow dot is what it was called. But yes, it looked very Aztec-y, very Spanish type of tiles, and I thought okay, and he said this will totally go with it. So I was like, cool. Everything else is the same. The names here, pants are the same. We did the accent colors, the stitching.
Ooh.
We also did our unbuttonable, if that's a word, cuff on our jacket. We did shrink the cuff because I do not wear French cuff shirts with cufflinks. So he said I'm going to make this a little bit tighter. Still have the off-center pocket, and we still did our double tails. So I'm going to try this on. We're going to see if this fits a lot better. Here's crossing our fingers in hopes that we're going not for a skinny cut, but a little slimmer cut. So we call that in the suit world an athletic fit, where we're going to V out. So this one, the shoulders are going to be a little bit broader, which mine are. Waist is a little bit slimmer, so it's going to taper in. You can kind of see that on our stitching here.
Awesome.
So let's get it on and see how this fits.
Are you helping?
Moral support.
All right, first impressions of the first fit. Let's see what we think.
I think it fits great. So we've got, again, I wanted a zero break on the pants, so those are really well done. Slightly tapered at the ankle. You can see they almost hug, but they're not tight against the ankle. A little bit more roomier fit here with the squats and the running for the thighs. Pockets, very well done. We're actually fitted now at our belly button like we're supposed to be. We did take in the seat a little bit as well. You can actually see a shape, even though Michael doesn't really have a shape. Double tails.
You got that runner's butt.
And again, we are unstructured, so there's no shoulder pad, right?
Oh, I think it looks great.
The jacket, we took in a little bit, of course. We don't dry clean this. I know it's a little wrinkled. We're just steaming it, or he said you could even put it in the bathroom when you're showering, and this will all fall out, which was the reason why I originally got this suit, to make it packable and crushable. So this is it, 2-button, again, functional pockets here, little thread, functional sleeves. We accented it with the dark gray, same with the lapel. Functional pocket here.
Oh, I'm trying to get the lighting in here is not quite getting the color to. We have terrible lighting upstairs in our house, and we don't want to go outside because then you'll break a sweat. We're in the middle of a heat advisory right now.
And then inside again, we've got.
I really like
really
this.
Cool bright pop of color.
It just reminds me of the floor inside a cathedral or a monastery or something.
And then my name here, and yeah, this is.
It's beautiful. I wish this color blue would show up, but it's so shiny, like a
perfect hit on
satin kind of a royal blue.
That guy did a really good job, and he said we could come back an hour and a half, and they would steam it there for us. But I think we're good. The pants are in perfect condition.
Is there anything that you don't like or you would change?
No.
I can't think of a thing.
We can't put an apostrophe. That's a special character.
I wondered why there wasn't an apostrophe in your name.
I know. That's all. Otherwise. I wanted a pen holder here, right? Jules knows when I go to conferences, that's where I keep my pen. Everything else, though, this is for a cell phone, and yeah.
I think it looks.
I'm very pleased.
Very sharp on you. Very fantastic. What color shirt are you thinking you're going to want to wear under? This is just a black T-shirt, by the way, guys.
Yeah, this is just a black T-shirt. I think, I do have white, classic like.
Oh, you're more fun than that, though.
But. Probably, I don't know, probably a light blue.
Yeah.
Which he told me that the measurements he sent in, they do.
I wonder if you could
shirts.
get like this kind of a teal.
Yeah, they make different color shirts on the website.
I don't think yellow is your color. Red, I don't know. That's a really pretty shade of teal that might really pop.
We can certainly try. And then I think I told you guys, this is for a wallet, by the way. We are, if this one came out, made the measuring correct, now it's saved, now I have a profile. I was going to do a blue and a gray. I had a year-end sale the other day, which is actually more off than this one was for the Father's Day sale. And I think, as Jules and I travel, because we're thinking more international travel coming up, a blue and gray is classic. And like she said, we'll get 2 to 3 shirts and interchange them out. Thankfully, I don't have to wear ties anymore where I work, so that's amazing.
And yeah, we could go to Broadway and dress this up or down for a matinee with a t-shirt or a turtleneck and dress it up with a shirt.
You've got a couple
jeans,
pretty dressy t-shirts. I mean, I don't know, maybe they're not actually t-shirts, but like the one you got at Reese.
Oh yeah. The
you got some pretty short-sleeved, nice shirts that would go really good with you.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm very pleased. And not having the shoulder pads allows this to be worn as a casual jacket too with jeans. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able, I felt like my shoulders are broad enough that I don't need a shoulder pad to lift it and make it look like an official suit jacket, which I could try on, you can completely see. So yeah, this is very comfortable. I can move in it, and
shout out to what's his name for fixing the mess I made.
what was his name? Jeffrey? I've got his card downstairs.
It's in the earlier part of this video. I can put it right here on the screen. I forgot it, but he
yeah,
fixed
I think we can take the tags off. It says please don't in case you need it to go back, but I think we're good. I got this unlined. The only line was a small...
Oh, look, it's gray here.
Yeah, I had it match the lapel.
I
just
like
to keep
that.
It structured behind here. Otherwise, there's no... any of us that know the traditional suit, you've got a heavy, thick lapel to keep it offset here. But yeah, we're good.
Babe, I think you look fantastic.
Thank
I
you.
think it looks sharp. I can't wait to see it with those shoes you got. That have the aqua accents.
Again,
that's why I think a teal shirt would look great, because the shoes have like the aqua accents.
Yes, that's right. We got navy ink. That's the color. Never had a pair of navy dress shoes, but with this blue, I think it would offset and almost make the shoes look black. And like Joel said, there's a teal. I mean, it's literally almost this color teal lining in the shoe. So yeah, we'll see if we can get it to fit, to match up.
2 thumbs up. I think you look fantastic.
Thank you.
I will hopefully see you in this suit dressed up to go somewhere soon.
Very pleased with Indochino, first time working with them.
Yep.
So yeah.
Me too. You look awesome. You look fantastic. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.